Today we're going to tie the backstabber. Stop your thread base about a third of the way down the shank and trim the tag end. Hold your dumbbell eyes parallel to the hook shank. Make a couple wraps and pull it tight, allowing them to kick out sideways. Then make a couple cross wraps in each direction. Don't worry if your thread breaks. It happens to everybody. Just reset your thread base and work over the area that it had broke by making a couple wraps in each direction, crossing over the eyes. Then go over one end of the eyes and under the shank, making figure eights. Then split the difference by going under the dumbbell eyes but over the shank. This will pull all the thread wraps tight and lock them in place. Then advance your thread all the way down, well, partially down the bend of the shank. Synthetic dubbing can be kind of hard to make dubbing noodles with. The trick is to use as little dubbing as possible. I found a few tricks as to wet my fingertips and pinch as tightly as possible to spin it on. Then we're going to make connecting wraps up the shank, allowing the dubbing body to taper up wider as we go. Don't worry if your first dubbing noodle doesn't make the distance. Keep applying dubbing to your thread as needed until you reach behind the eyes. Then make one more small dubbing noodle and really pack it in behind the eyes. Then make a cross or two over the top of the eyes. Now you can either trim this dubbing body super tight to the hook shank, or you can leave it long and shaggy. I prefer to leave it a little bit longer and shaggy because it gives it a lot more movement underwater. After giving it a light trimming, call that good enough. Flipping the fly over, we're going to take our marabou that we separated from the stem, pressing it up against the shank. We're going to just tie it in with a couple thread wraps. And we're going to take our scissors and trim that tag end up as close to the thread as we can. Alright, after we trim some of that bulk away,